Welcome back, Insomniacs. I'm Curious Cyclops.
And I'm Steve.
And we are Never Sleep Again TV. Well, today we are going to be showing off our Blu Ray collections, and I'm sure my segment's probably going to last a minute if I'm lucky. Well, because as you know, Steve got me started in November, so, I am steadily climbing up there. But, by the way, we did contact Mountain Dew on Facebook, and I sent them a message asking, hey, are you okay with making Pitch Black our official drink? They read it and they didn't respond, so I'm going to take that as a yes. We are okay to drink Pitch Black uncensored. So I guess we'll do our honorary toast. Cheers. Ah, this is my favorite part of the show. Woo!
Oh, that's the stuff.
I'm telling you, we're really going to get that sponsor one day.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a hot burp. Okay, so Blu Ray Collections. Again, around Christmas, Steve did get me my first Blu-ray player. So, with it, of course, he got me a Blu-ray, and holy shit, was it a nostalgic one. We actually both own this. He got me Jack Frost on Blu-ray from, Vinegar Syndrome.
Yep.
And the cool thing is, it has the classic lenticular cover that we all remember from the VHS cover. So it's really cool that they decided to do that for the slipcover.
Yeah.
Really exciting. So, Jack Frost.
And, to point out, really cool of you, my friend, because my dumbass ordered it from Amazon first and got the plain old boring cover.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went and ordered both of us the lenticular cover.
It's funny, actually, when you sent me the picture of like, hey, look, I got Jack Frost, I was like, oh, man, I wanted that lenticular cover so bad. And you're like, wait. What lenticular cover? I was like,
right.
Oops, I guess they have a plain edition.
So now we learned go to Vinegar Syndrome directly.
Yes. All right, so I guess Jack Frost. I actually picked up two of the next ones, secondhand, used for a very good price. They were actually both under $5,
which
from
is
Second and Charles.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, got a classic steelbook of American Werewolf in London. And steelbooks, oh yes, so good.
Oh,
I think the only steelbook I had in my DVD collection was a Texas Chainsaw steelbook.
Oh, wow.
Pretty sure that is the only one. So yeah, now I got a Blu-ray steelbook. I haven't even watched this yet. I know you're not too crazy about it.
Yeah, not really.
But also for under $5. It follows on steelbook, so I couldn't pass it up for the $4 and some change.
Yeah, of course.
Still have to watch it. I heard mixed reviews. Some people did like it, some people didn't. All opinions. Yes, it's over already. My segment is done. My last horror Blu-ray is A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a 5-disc collection, and it has all the films. The only thing a bit peculiar here,
yeah,
if I turn it to the side,
it looks so thin and nice.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. But check this out.
This little chunky bit.
What the hell? Like, he has a nice thick case.
It looks
mine's
like
thin.
Yours is in a nice little cardboard slip case,
too.
What? Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, mine's all paper. Hold on. Actually, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. So, yeah, apparently there's 2 different versions of the Nightmare on Elm Street set, so keep that in mind when you're going to purchase it. Like I said, that's it for my Blu-ray collection.
But it's growing.
So, Steve, you're going to be pretty much fronting the rest of this episode.
Yeah,
Good luck, Steve.
This is where it gets painful.
It's going to be fucking nuts.
I'm going to run through this as fast as possible because I have too many and not enough, I guess. We have The Collector, the Saw era type of thing. It was
I
a good
actually
movie,
did
though.
like that movie.
Did you like that movie?
I did. You were the first one that showed it to me, and the thing is, I just haven't seen a movie that original in a long time where, like, the killer, he got a mask, there's a body count, there's booby traps.
Right.
Fucking cool. It was like, I would say it's like if a slasher went Home Alone on your ass.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good description.
So, yeah.
Got The Purge. That's up in there. The first Purge is probably the worst of them, but also the closest to horror.
I actually kind of hated the original one. But when I saw the second and even the third, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were good. Although they turned more like action-y, less horror.
It wasn't like they weren't masterpieces.
Right.
But they're just way better than the original, which you don't see happen too often in franchises.
What else? We got a little Piranha and Piranha Double D. Those are the Alex Aja versions, not the original Corman. Yeah, it was 3 double D, but I don't have a 3D player, so I just got the
double D.
Yeah. I got the Scream Factory Black Christmas release.
I don't even own that on any format. I need Black Christmas. After all, it was a huge inspiration for Halloween, the original. Yeah.
It looks beautiful too, dude. The restoration is great.
First person to show me that was my Aunt Barbara, who I bring up a lot.
Yeah. And we got Get Out. We talked about that last week a little bit. This movie, Psychotica, I got from this Blu Ray subscription pack that I'm in. It's a cool movie. It's people, they're friends who like go to a cabin trying to kick heroin, and then they get like one last batch, and it's a bad batch that turns them all fucking evil and shit.
Well, that sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie.
Must have fentanyl in it.
This is another one of those subscriptions. It's called Minute Past Midnight. I actually liked it. It's an anthology, so it's not like a full film. It's 9, I think, short films.
You know what? I haven't seen a recent modern anthology that I liked.
It was enjoyable. Yeah, it's Rue Morgue, the Canadian horror magazine.
Okay.
They kind of helped make that.
I do have some issues of those. So.
Another subscription box thing. Knucklebones. I love this movie. So fucking good. Then I got one of my Christmas gifts from you last year.
I did get him that. Absolutely. The Blood Trilogy, H.G. Lewis.
I have only watched Blood Feast out of it so far.
Well, how did you like Blood Feast?
I really liked it.
Hail Ishtar!
Gotta
love the Blood Trilogy.
One of my favorite movies of all time, Jaws.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to go into greater depth with that eventually. I got The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's a remake.
It is a remake.
Okay.
Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith, one of my favorite directors. That's one of his horror attempts. It's like his monster movie, sort of.
I didn't know that was supposed to be a horror film.
Yeah,
I only heard the title, but I didn't even see the cover.
It kind of.
What the fuck is on there? Little dwarves or something?
They're called Bratzies. They're like little bratwurst Nazi monsters.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was a weird movie, but enjoyable. The Purge Anarchy, good movie.
Oh, I have this
Tourist Trap
on DVD.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Stakeland
makes me hungry.
Good post-apocalyptic. It's a post-apocalyptic type of horror. It was cool. The Faculty, love this movie.
Hey, I used to watch it on cable all the time.
Oh, it was on all the fucking time. The Thing whatever. It's not really a remake because it took place like
remake? Yeah.
We got the whole Saw collection.
In that little thing, wow.
Yeah, and it was like $11, so that tells you something.
Yeah.
I got Wolf Cop, this cool Canadian horror comedy sort of thing.
Wow. I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. Purge Election Year. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Can't have a collection without that. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I actually surprisingly enjoyed that movie and did not expect anything out of it.
I never even heard of it.
It's weird. It kind of plays into comedy a little bit and stuff too, but it was enjoyable. I got Sinister. I really enjoyed that movie. Still haven't seen the second one.
You know what? I saw a trailer for it, but I didn't think anything like popped out at me, so I never watched it, but I will now.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like I said, I am looking for more modern films to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out.
Huh.
We got Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm. This is my boomstick.
Can't say enough good things about that movie.
Yeah, literally.
We could talk forever.
Yeah. We could have a live stream for hours just talking about it.
Another one of my subscriptions, this one's actually signed. It's this movie called The Dark Below. I really enjoyed it because there's like one line of dialogue in the first like 2 minutes of the movie, and everything else is silent. It's like, the dude kidnaps this girl and like throws her underwater in like a hole on a frozen lake or whatever, and then just won't let her come back up for air. Like, it's ridiculous, but it was really entertaining.
That sounds original and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. Oh god. Back to Clown.
Definitely enjoyed that.
Feast. I absolutely love that movie.
Me too. The sequels definitely got way goofy.
Oh yeah.
But the original, when that first came out, I was just happy to have a new awesome monster movie.
That's my only gripe is that Dimension has only released that on Blu-ray so far. So please give us the sequels, because I hate having half Blu-ray, half DVD.
Didn't Jason Mewes die right in the beginning of Feast?
He did, yeah. Okay. He played himself.
So I was like, am I? Yeah. Oh yeah. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, definitely check out Feast if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. Then this Galaxy of Horrors. This is another anthology. I haven't watched it yet.
Is
but
all
it's from
outer space stuff?
From what it says, it's like...
The future of horror and sci-fi?
Yeah, it says that they're trapped in a damaged cryogenic pod, and a guy's forced to watch a series of horrific science fiction tales. So that's like your...
Okay.
It's like a movie within a movie. But yeah, looking forward to checking that out. The Sixth Sense.
It scared me in theaters, but to be honest... As I got older, I really don't care for it at all.
It's, it has a nostalgic value, and I still think it's an entertaining movie. But
when I was a kid, I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
This is a little comedy, a little horror, Zombieland, but always a good movie.
Classic.
Got Creepshow 2.
Creepshow 2. Fucking love it.
You'll see as we get through this collection that I don't have Creepshow 1.
Shame on you.
I know that happens a lot. Same with this movie. Pumpkinhead 2.
Wow.
I do not have Pumpkinhead 1.
I think I have all of them except for like the third one.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. On DVD, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
I am not even sure that I've seen Pumpkinhead 2, to be honest, but...
I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah.
But, the original I remember, like, really good. So
right.
Definitely an awesome monster.
Then we got a nice little double pack, Hellraiser 1 and 2.
Wow.
Always good to have. I wish they would put out a complete series, though.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because, you know what? I'm not going to settle for the Scarlet Box just yet.
Right, it's a little pricey.
Yeah, for 3 movies that I own on DVD, I'm in a big box with whatever.
Right. I mean, I get it from a collector's standpoint. It's
if you have the fucking room, but that's one goddamn huge box.
Yeah. Then we got a little classic, Children of the Corn.
I would love to see you collect all of those on Blu-ray. I think there's, 8?
I think, I could be wrong, so don't take my word for it, but I think that it's still incomplete right now.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, I could be wrong. Because I think that some company was about to release one of the missing ones, so it was about to get fixed, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, another Kevin Smith attempt at horror. Tusk.
Still haven't seen this, by the way.
It was weird. I mean, I hate to say anything bad because I love the shit out of Kevin Smith, but it was just not what I expected.
He was awesome at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, he was so
that
funny.
Evening with Kevin Smith.
Yeah, dude, it was great. Then Trick or Treat.
Dude, speaking of new anthology.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually should have brought this up in like the modern horror because I fucking love Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah.
I've been hearing for the past few years the sequel's supposed to be coming out.
Really?
I mean, I heard that years ago, but I don't think anything happened with it yet.
Wow.
But, I would love to see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sam, he's fucking awesome. I would love to see him come back.
Yeah, it was great. This is another that I only own one of the series, The Conjuring 2.
I do appreciate The Conjuring.
Yeah, I like both movies.
I appreciate that they're making a real effort to try to put something original out there. So.
Absolutely. Although their spin-off game is, they might be pushing it.
Oh, you mean like the Annabelle that's coming out?
Yeah, they're like trying to spin off everything.
By the way, guys, you won't fucking believe this, okay? So, the other day on, I always bring up the Lehigh Valley horror community. Someone was talking about The Conjuring 2, and they were saying how cool it was. And I was like, yeah, the Nun was pretty badass, but my favorite was the fucking Crooked Man. And I said, you know what? Since Annabelle is coming out, they should do a spin-off as well for the Crooked Man. Guess fucking what? I decided, right after I typed that and commented, I decided to Google it. It was announced like 5 hours. I swear to fucking God. It was announced 5 hours before I commented and said, I'm predicting that they will do that because it was such a cool character to just waste on just one movie.
Right.
So yeah, I predicted within a couple of hours before it was announced that, it was announced a couple of hours before I realized it. But yeah, The Crooked Man is coming out. So Apparently, I have a good premonition for these things.
Yeah. So if anybody needs any psychic readings, hit up Curious Cyclops.
Curious Cyclops have psychic powers.
Oh, moving on. Almost done, people.
Yeah, right.
The Toxic Avenger collection.
Toxic event. Wow, in that
Yeah.
little thing?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I gotta get that. Wow.
Yeah. It was pretty reasonable from what I remember too.
Fucking love those movies.
Oh,
You know
absolutely.
what I really love? I think, what was it? Citizen Toxie, yeah, the last one.
Yeah, Toxie 4.
When Toxie finds out that the baby was actually Kabuki Man.
Yeah.
Whoa, what a fucking cliffhanger. You know, I would love to see them duke it out.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
pretty sure Kabuki Man ran out. He's like, oh, I'll see you later, Toxie. I'm getting the fuck out of here before you rip my arms off. But yeah, I love Toxie, love Kabuki Man.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the fuck's happening with the remake that was supposed to be happening.
Oh, the Toxic Avenger remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, I don't even know if they started filming or
I-
what. I mean,
I certainly
I'd
hope
imagine we would
not.
hear, but
Yeah. That's one of those things that's better left alone.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they wanted to remake it because, dude, it still holds up till
Right,
today. Like,
yeah.
it still can shock people that never saw it before.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty gruesome, even though there's definitely lighthearted, fun parts. But the parts that are violent, yeah, it's pretty original and violent.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, let's rapid fire through the
Oh.
rest of this.
it's so nostalgic.
Planet Terror.
I'll never forget when we saw
fantastic.
Grindhouse together at AMC.
It
when
was
came out.
honestly like that. Those movies deserve to be seen in theaters because you got all the cool shit, like the extra
Yeah.
trailers.
You know, it would be nice if they actually just released both movies together on one disc, so you could just, do the double feature
Right.
and just watch the trailers between.
And do you remember they put an intermission in the movie? I think that's the only movie I ever saw that had an
Totally.
intermission.
Totally forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that normally wouldn't happen for our generation.
Right.
So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
They really made it feel like I guess an old Grindhouse film.
Yeah,
Sweet.
definitely. Monster Squad.
God.
I love this movie so
Monster
much.
Squad, amazing. Yes, Curious Cyclops like.
I got to shout out to my buddy Joe because I wouldn't know shit about that movie if he wasn't getting a Monster Squad tattoo. So.
And you know what? That's a good example of reinventing the Universal monsters without fucking like butchering them.
Right.
Like what's currently happening with the Universal monsters.
Yeah.
Like that I don't even want to go into that big mess. But Monster Squad, if you need more Universal monsters and you haven't seen this, please watch it. It's such a great reimagining.
Oh,
of
yeah.
it. And of course, it has like a gang of kids running around and they're the Monster Squad. So
Yeah.
watch it. If you
Yeah.
haven't watched it, you are fucking up.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
We got the whole Leprechaun collection.
I need that. I do. It has all of it, right?
Yeah, including the
Origins!
WWE. Yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't even seen that.
That's the one with I think his name's Hornswoggle, the
No.
wrestler.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I got a question. Did you watch Leprechaun Origin?
No, not yet.
Okay, what I want to know is that thing, that Leprechaun thing in the movie, is that supposed to be the Leprechaun before he became the Leprechaun? I hope not. I
Yeah.
hope it's a totally separate Leprechaun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to
But I
work
do
through
love
the box
Leprechaun
set, but
franchise. Yeah.
yeah, it's a good franchise. I mean, I like it when it got more ridiculous once you get to
Oh,
like the
yeah.
hood movies and stuff.
Yeah, see,
but
we're hardcore horror fans, but we don't take ourselves too seriously,
No.
so we can enjoy goofy sequels.
oh, absolutely.
In fact, I actually like them. So here, I'll just move these out of the way, make some room for some
sounds good.
more.
Help them along.
Thank you. God.
All right.
So someone has a lot of Blu-rays. I literally had, 4? Holy shit. Steve. Look what you did.
I know, man.
Getting me started on a whole new format. Oh,
One day though, you're gonna be like, man, I have too many Blu-rays.
yeah, one day. And then I'll be like, hey, kids, back in my day, we used to watch stuff on DVDs.
Yeah, right. Next one brings a little shame to me because it's Reanimator, which I've heard fucking phenomenal things about.
You haven't seen Reanimator?
I haven't had the time to watch it yet.
He's going to watch that very soon.
Very, very
I'm gonna
soon.
make him.
We'll talk about it on here maybe.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the fucking franchise. You know why? Because I have all of them on DVD.
Sweet.
And I love Reanimator. And plus, Jeffrey Combs, man, wow. What a fucking awesome actor. All right, so what do we... Ooh, okay, we got the other half.
Yeah, we got a little bit more. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the other half of Grindhouse.
Death Proof, the other Grindhouse.
Yeah.
I would consider the lesser of the two Grindhouse movies.
You know what's
but
so funny? Almost everyone I talk to, they all like Death Proof better.
Really?
Which is surprising to me because when it comes to horror, Planet Terror is more of the horror film.
Right.
But hey, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like Planet Terror better, but that's my opinion. So.
Yeah. Then we have the Evil Dead remake side shoot. Who the fuck knows?
And you know
anymore?
what? You know how I'm a little tough on remakes? This is what I call a good remake.
Oh, absolutely.
So Evil Dead, that was awesome. Especially when you heard the rumors that they might have been talking about possibly crossing over the original Evil Dead series with this one. So I don't know, maybe Ash would fall out of the sky through the portal and land next to Ashley and be like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on here?"
Yeah, right.
And they're like, "Oh, why is your hand missing too?" I don't know, that kind of, hey, maybe it'll still happen. Who knows?
Maybe. And I mean, even if it doesn't, I think the thing that took precedence over that was them making the show, and the show's so good that like I can't even be upset about it.
You know what? I almost want to think that the show was kind of their test to see, should we pull off another movie?
Right.
Dude, please make Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash happen.
Oh God,
please.
we can die happy men if that
Dude,
happens.
if I got to choose Evil Dead 4 or Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, I'm fucking choosing Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash.
Oh yeah.
I want to see Bruce Campbell fucking act with Freddy and Jason, especially before Robert Englund gets any older.
Right.
But you know, it's not necessarily for his look, because he's gonna have a ton of makeup. It's just so he can still, you know, have the same signature moves.
Right.
And, like, you know, the shoulder hanging low, and you know. But please make that happen one day.
Yeah, please. Then we got Evil Dead 2 classic.
Evil Dead 2.
I mean, another one that we could talk about forever.
Yeah. Luckily, just like 2 weeks ago, I got to see all of the Evil Dead movies at Mahoning Drive-In at the Zombie Fest #3. Fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
It was great.
You'll notice the next movie coming up isn't Evil Dead. It's another one of my incompletes. It's because the first Evil Dead on Blu-ray, you just see it everywhere, and it's like so well priced and everything that I pass over it all the time.
It's probably not going anywhere.
I mean, I sure as hell hope not, because I would hate one day to be like, I'm gonna buy it, and then all of a sudden it's out of print.
That's fucking happened to me plenty of times.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what was it? Dead Alive.
Fuck you! Don't even bring that up. I swear to God, I did see Dead Alive out in the wild, used for a goddamn good price, but you know, it didn't occur to me that like, oh, this is gonna be super expensive one day. You know, Peter Jackson, I would love to tie your ears under your chin,
right?
Put some straws in your fucking nose and make you suck your own snot for being such an asshole about your original films. Like, you act like you're too good for the horror fans. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yep. Fuck you, Peter
Jackson.
Jackson.
You, Peter Jackson, and fuck you for making them not screen Dead Alive at the Emmaus Theater, because you fucked that up. Yeah. Fuck you, man. You don't fuck with the horror fans. Huh.
Yep.
Peter Jackson's such a full of himself asshole.
Anyway, he can suck a dick.
Suck a dick. How about suck a CGI King Kong cock?
Yeah, probably one of those Hobbit dicks, you know, whatever.
Yeah, Hobbit dicks. I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine what that looks like.
Yeah, me either. But fuck Peter Jackson.
Fuck you, Peter Jackson.
Moving on before we get too fired up. Killer Clowns from Outer
Space. You know what? Saw that at Emmaus Theater. That was my first time going there for a horror screening.
Oh, really?
You know, it was fucking incredible. The crowd had, you know, a good reaction. They were all laughing. Do you know what I'm really excited for? Return of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes, I think people, that keeps slipping by in the news, but you know, a sequel is officially happening. I'm pretty sure it's getting released next year.
Wow.
And I think it takes place 30 years after the original. But
right.
I fucking love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And you know what? I will gladly take a sequel over a remake any day.
Oh, yeah.
So I cannot wait to see what happens.
Me either, man.
Yeah.
Winding down. Let's run through it.
Ooh.
Got The Craft.
The Craft.
Cool little witch movie.
Oh, Little Witches.
Hostel 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that franchise.
It's I had a phase where like I got tired of all the like current horror and was just like, you know what? If it's just gonna be like torture porn, just like blood and tits, like then I'm just gonna go looking for that. And I started watching the real shock stuff.
Oh gosh. Well, you know, I think Hostel might have been the first movie that people coined the term torture porn.
It's very possible.
And you know what? When Hostel first came out, I saw it, but I didn't like it too much because I really thought that instead of there being some crazy, awesome, creepy story or something, it pretty much was just torture porn.
Yeah, basically.
I'd rather have a good story and then have the gore come after.
Right.
Because it's not just like gore's going to keep me entertained the whole time. Because okay, cool.
Yeah.
Even though the eyeball scene was pretty funny, which eyeball, now I'm gonna jump.
That's my feelings are if you're gonna jump into we're gonna rely on the gore and stuff like that, then do something that makes it worth talking about. That it's holy shit, you have to see this movie. You're not gonna believe they did this nasty ass shit in there. Watch it. Yeah,
to be honest, even though of course they do a lot of crazy shit and it's gory, I feel like I've seen a lot of Italian horror films that the gore, it's a lot more effective and it's not so outrageous.
Right.
But, you got to be really selective with that kind of thing.
Yep.
All right.
Before he shit all over the Halloween movies, Rob Zombie was doing his own original stuff that was great.
You know what, guys? I remember seeing the trailer for the first time of House of a Thousand Corpses. It was, the preview came on TV while I was watching Raw, wrestling. And I was like, wow, this seems fucking cool. Guess what? I saw it. Fucking loved it. Still one of my most favorite modern horror films.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, I like The Devil's Rejects, even though not nearly as much. To be honest, these are the only two Rob Zombie films that he ever made that I like. I actually kind of hate him for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
And you know what? Instead of making garbage Rob Zombie, instead of just putting out this stupid shit, why don't you just do us all a favor and make Dr. Satan the movie?
Do that shit.
He made so much lore and so much storyline for House of a Thousand Corpses that there's so much more to discover.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe we could see more of the Firefly clan, how they first got established.
Yeah.
I want to see Dr. Satan, You can make a whole fucking movie about Dr. Satan. Please, Rob Zombie, take advice from us, because you're kind of getting off your fucking rocker a bit.
A little bit.
Don't
go all Peter Jackson on us.
Yeah.
But I will say, we talk a lot about comedians and horror movies and whatnot. How weird that the two male leads in that were Chris Hardwick, who's blown up like crazy now, and Rainn Wilson, who's Dwight from The Office.
You know what? I'm going to have to rewatch House of a Thousand Corpses with my girlfriend, Christy, because she fucking loves Dwight.
Oh, really?
She always is posting Dwight memes. So, hi, Christy, my girlfriend. I love you. Thank you for the support. And thanks for dealing with my crazy editing habits. I'm just on the computer But, Christy, thank you for your patience, and thank you for supporting my dreams. All right, so...
That was a real tender moment.
Yeah, it was. All right, so
this is whatever. Horns.
Yeah, I heard of it. I never really felt compelled to see it.
I will say, if you're gonna take on that story, read the book. Don't watch the movie. It's Joe Hill, the Stephen King son, wrote the book.
Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a book, to be honest. But I wasn't even going to say that because everyone knows I'm not the book guy.
Right, not the book guy. But yeah, and the book was actually interesting, but then you cast Harry Potter and some girl who might be the worst actress of all time, and it makes for a really not entertaining movie.
So is he supposed to be scary in this movie?
Yeah, the whole idea is he wakes up and he's growing horns out of his head, but nobody else sees it, and he can make people do things and stuff. It's weird. A lot more interesting in book form, so check out the book if anything.
Cover's kind of stupid too. You don't scare me. You look like a loser.
Right.
You look like a mix of a goat and Harry Potter.
This was a sleeper hit for me. The Afflicted. I don't know if anybody's seen it out there. If you have, let's talk about it. It's found footage, so that'll put you off a little bit at first. Yeah. But it's these guys the one guy has a disease that's going to end up killing him. So him and his best friend go take a trip around the world to have a little last hoorah. And the guy ends up hooking up with a girl, and his friend finds him in the room by himself, passed out with all these scratches and shit all over him. And they just assume the girl tried to rob him, but then the guy starts acting all weird, and long story short, he's contracted vampirism somehow. Yeah, so he's becoming a vampire. It was a cool
so this
twist
is
on a movie.
A new kind of vampire?
Sorta, yeah.
Okay.
It's worth checking out. It's not gonna blow your dick off or anything, but
oh
it was,
man, I always wanted a vampire blowjob. Shit.
But it's entertaining.
Ah.
Last couple. 28 Days Later.
You know what? A lot of people liked it for kind of bringing something new to the zombie genre.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just never liked it.
You know, it has its appeal, but it also has its downside.
I think it's the whole fact of like the rage thing being like the source. I'm just like, I'm not buying it.
Plus, it doesn't help now that we're like so oversaturated with zombie stuff that like it's all just getting kind of tired.
You know, I saw 28 Weeks Later at Becky's Drive-In even, and I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just plain, so.
It's the modern horror thing, man. Mm-hmm. We're gonna bring you around one step at a time.
You gotta bring me around to this.
This is the Alien anthology. Now, I would say that only the first Alien movie is, like, really horror-esque. The rest of them are more sci-fi.
I understand that they become, like, more, sci-fi action.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Guys, this is insane because I know the Alien movie, a lot of people say it's like a slasher film, but it's an alien. As a kid, I really only liked horror. Actually, like, aliens in general would turn me off from a movie. Because of that, I never saw a single fucking alien movie. The only one I did see was Alien vs. Predator, just because, you know, it was everywhere. I did learn a little bit about, like, the second one and the third one, and, you know, the story arc seems pretty fucking cool, so I'm definitely going to give it a shot. And obviously, I love how the xenomorph looks in the original, because obviously I know it's an actual dude in a suit.
Right, yeah.
And that's always fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely going to have to watch that.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. Oh, we talked about this one before.
Gotta love it.
Hey! American Psycho. Love that movie.
I wasn't too crazy about it. I don't know why. I think it's the fact that he's like a pretty boy killer who's like, oh, I'm so hot. Oh, I gotta cut you. Like, wasn't too much of my thing.
I mean, I think his, like, vanity and stuff plays a big role in, like, why he is the way he is in the movie. So he kind of had to be, like, the pretty boy, like...
I gotta definitely rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I think I only really watched it through the whole time once, and I was just like, Because, you know, obviously it's not a typical horror film.
Right.
But, you know, I gotta give it a shot again, because obviously I know it's a classic. Most people do like it. So, you know.
Yeah, give it a shot. Oh, we're winding down. We got Frailty.
Fucking love that.
It's such an underrated movie. I mean, R.I.P. Bill Paxton, but it's one of my favorite movies with him in it. It's so good.
Dude, what's funny? I actually just rewatched that, maybe like a year ago, last summer. Somehow, I totally forgot about the twist end.
Yeah.
Where, if you didn't see it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but
just watch it.
Watch Frailty. You know, it's kind of a movie almost similar to Carrie, where, you know, religion, there's like a crazy religious parent, and, you know, they kind of abuse their children.
Yeah.
So it's a similar theme.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Cabin in the Woods.
We did talk about that. Love that one. Love all the little monsters.
Now we have another one of the things you gave me for Christmas.
Yep.
City of the Living Dead.
Was that your first Italian horror film?
It was, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? Yeah, I gotta show Steve some more Italian horrors, but I figured what a better way to start him off than with City of the Living Dead.
This one is iffy. A little bit of Lights Out.
Lights Out.
I know you don't like it.
Yeah, I saw it at Becky's Drive-In, and I didn't think it was that great. Nothing too special for me. I don't know. I found it a little cheesy, but
yeah,
it's okay.
I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I think it was a cool concept that probably could have been executed a little
like better. You know how normally I always give a movie props for trying something original?
Yeah.
This, I just didn't like the story at all, really. But, you know, whatever.
It happens.
Yeah.
Got a little Cloverfield.
Absolutely, because just so you know, for future reference, we are going to include kaiju as horror because we want to.
Yep. This, I don't know if you've heard of this. The girl with all the gifts.
Of that, but apparently she has a iron mask of some sort.
It's kind of a cool spin on like a zombie outbreak thing where like the children of the zombies, like the second generation.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're like kind of intelligent, so they don't react. They don't get like brain dead like a normal zombie would.
So are you telling me that zombies reproduce in this movie?
Yep.
So they're having sex as zombies, essentially.
They don't really go into that so much in the movie.
Okay.
In the book they do explicitly, yeah. But
You sure read a lot of books.
Yeah, I know.
Good for
But yeah, the movie kind of passes around it. They just reference the fact that they are the second generation of the zombies. But
right. Well, definitely original, so it sounds interesting.
yeah, it was pretty cool. We have Bubba Hotep.
Oh, yes. To be honest, I haven't seen that in friggin' ages. Maybe 10 years? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Scream Factory putting out that release, I would have been saying the same thing.
Do you know, weren't they working on Bubba Hotep 2 at some point? Or
I have
is that
no
still
idea.
in development hell?
I think
it was at least rumored.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because I think I heard about that a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, hopefully they'll get around to it.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of Bruce Campbell, so.
All right, last one, finally. And I don't really enjoy this movie, but we have The Babadook. I bought it. I'd heard all the hype around it and how it was like the greatest horror movie of all time, like blah, blah, blah. And it was okay, I guess. I don't know.
You know, I did see this on Netflix. You know, I thought the story was pretty cool. I know, like, it's a whole theme of, like, you know, a mother coping and, you know, all that. And, you know, the thing that I really loved about it was obviously the flip book scene. I think everyone probably found that to be one of the creepiest scenes.
Yeah.
But the Babadook itself, I thought it was a really cool design, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't really appreciate the ending too much.
Yeah, me either.
It turned out a little too silly, but, you know, before that, I actually was kind of really invested in it, but, all right. Wait a minute, I do see one more set of Blu-rays over there. You know what? We saved the best for last. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just want to say, Steve and I both own this, but why don't you unveil it for everyone?
Oh, that would be the
Phantasm box set. Oh, yes. You know, I actually had part 1, I had part 2, and I had part 3 all on DVD. Before this box set came out, getting part 4, very, very expensive on DVD.
Oh, really?
So I never got around to it because it was pretty expensive. I believe I think even maybe part 3 might have been expensive too, but I'm assuming the price must have got bumped down since maybe this got released. But then again, I'm not sure because maybe if people still want the DVD version,
right,
obviously they aren't gonna keep pumping those out. So, but you know, Phantasm box set. Steve and I pretty much, for now at least, decided to stick to Region 1 because not only are all of my DVDs Region 1, but it's just easier to collect Region 1. Do you know why? When it comes to Blu-rays, I've noticed if you look up one horror title, there could be 3 freaking different distributors that all release their own version of it. Like, obviously, I saw the first time I noticed that was John Carpenter's The Thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many different Blu-rays are, but I know there's at least 2 or 3. So now when I'm like researching Blu-rays, I want to compare all of the Region 1 differences to see what's the best choice.
Right.
But if I was going with all regions, that would be way too much of a headache. The only downside is, of course, we did have to miss out on the beautiful, beautiful Arrow set that came with the Sphere. You know what? We waited again for a whole nother box set to get the damn Sphere ball because we didn't get it last time. At all, actually. We didn't even get a box set before. So we finally got the box set. When we saw the Arrow news, we were like, oh my god, we're getting the ball. And nope. Turns out the Region 1 doesn't have a ball. But, I mean, it does have a book. It does have a poster. But, I mean, even though we missed out, like I said, it's just more convenient to collect Region 1.
Yeah, so, for now at least.
For now, because on top of that, we're not going to invest in a whole new freaking player for it. So, but yeah, that actually wraps it up then for our horror Blu-rays.
Yep.
You know, if you have any of your favorite Blu-rays, why don't you just tell us about it, post it in the comments, maybe take some pictures and put it on our Facebook. And you know what? That wraps it up for our Blu Ray collections.
Yep.
Obviously, Steve definitely has a lot more of a collection than I, but you know what? I'm going to have to catch up sooner or later.
We're going to build yours up, man.
All right. So I guess that's it. Never Sleep Again TV is out. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Insomniacs.
All right. Thank you, Insomniacs. We'll see you next time.